Well, hello, students. Welcome to class. I'm your host, Mr. Wiggs. Today we will talk about comparatives. As you can see, I've already drawn some pictures on the board. Let's go to the board, shall we? A is tall. B is taller than A. And C, well, C is the tallest. Alrighty, guys. What I just said is right here. Do you see it? A is tall. B is taller than A. C is the tallest. Okay? All you have to do, students, is take an adjective and basically add ER to that adjective. ER. That's to make the comparative. To make the superlative, you add EST. So the basic adjective, tall, becomes taller, and the superlative is tallest. Now, don't forget, for the comparative, taller, you must write than after it, especially when you're showing comparison. B is taller than A. B is taller than A. Okay? The superlative, well, you have to write the before it. Now you take the base root adjective, tall, and yes, you add EST, but before it you write the tallest. Whew. That's a lot to remember, but you can do it. Now wait a minute. Because that's not all, there's more. That was an easy rule, and that's because the adjective tall, well, it has one syllable. Let me show you. Class, when we say tall, there's only one sound. Tall. One syllable. Tall. My marker is dry. I need a new marker. All right, class. Here we go. Tall. Tall has one syllable. So it's very easy. If the adjective has one syllable, simply add ER thereafter and the EST to change the adjective into the comparative and to the superlative, respectively. However, there are some adjectives that have more than one syllable. Expensive has 3 syllables. Expensive. Let's look at that. Expensive. There are 3 syllables. Therefore, you see, class, if the adjective has more than 2 syllables, or rather more than 1 syllable, we operate using different rules. Here's an example. This shop is expensive. Expensive is the root adjective, all right? And because there are 3 syllables in this adjective, well, when we create the comparative, look at what happens. That shop is more expensive. Where is the ER? Well, class, we do not use ER if the adjective has more than one syllable. It's kind of easier because all we do is add the word more to create the comparative. Look at this. That shop is more expensive. That is the comparative. That's it. Now, let's use expensive and let's make the superlative. This is the most expensive shop. The base adjective expensive, more expensive is the comparative, and then the superlative, the most expensive. So there are three parts you have to remember. You cannot forget to write the, most, and then the polysyllabic word. Poly meaning more than one. All right? Finally, there are some adjectives that do not, I repeat, do not follow these rules. There are exceptions. They're pretty funky, all right? Funky adjectives. Let's have a look, shall we? Good is one example. You see, I have a good job. Okay. The comparative would be, you have a better job. Whoa. The base verb is good. The comparative is better. How do they relate? Guys, they do not relate. These are two completely different words. It's just one of those things about the English language you have to get used to. And then the superlative, she has the best job. And there you have it, comparatives and superlatives. Some are easier than others, right? Simply add the ER if the adjective has one syllable. If the adjective has more than one syllable, you must simply add more to make the comparative and the words the most before the adjective to create the superlative. And then there's a bunch of funky adjectives that just need to be memorized. Well, guys, you got your work cut out for you. I hope this helps. This is Mr. Wiggs, and I'm signing off for English 10-9.